Dear students, in this video, in continuation to my last video, I will talk about the other category of modifiers, that is the dangling modifiers, and we will see in detail what is a dangling modifier and how the dangling modifier is used in a sentence, and how we can correct an incorrect sentence with the dangling modifier. So, as you all know that the basic function of a modifier is to qualify or to describe or to add a little detail by using a word or a group of words that we commonly call a phrase in a sentence, so as to bring out some additional information. So similarly here we will see what is this type of modifier that is called a dangling modifier. So a dangling modifier is a word or phrase that modifies a word not clearly stated in the sentence. So if in a sentence you have something which is not clearly stated, that is you find that the sentence has a subject and a verb, but the sentence is incomplete and the whole complete sense you are not able to get from the sentence or determine, and you want some additional input or some additional detail, then the modifier that you use that is missing here is the dangling modifier, and in such a situation it is used. You can see in this example that we have, having finished the assignment, the TV was turned on. So we have one main clause, that is having finished the assignment, and we have the TV was turned on. So the independent clause here is that the assignment is being finished. Firstly, what we are doing, we are finishing the assignment, and then we have the dependent or the secondary clause or subordinate clause, which is actually dependent, that only after the assignment has been finished the TV is being turned on. Now this is a sentence which makes an incomplete sense once and all, because the TV is being turned on, but the TV is not something that is can be turned by itself, and what I find missing in the sentence is a doer of the action or any subject that is actually performing what is being done, and we are not getting complete information that by whom the TV was turned on or who was responsible for this finishing of the assignment. And there's a more additional you can say information we want to have here, and thus this sentence has an incorrect usage, as you can see that in this the doer of the action, that is the person who is doing the assignment or the person who is turning on the TV, is not given. Thus the principal phrase is said to be a dangling modifier. So it is modifying the sentence in a way that the TV is being turned on having finished the assignment, but who is the person who is finishing the assignment and who is the person who is turning on the TV? So the modifier is being used, but it is called a dangling modifier because the information here is not very much clear. Now we will see how this dangling modifier can be corrected. As you see here, having finished the assignment, Meera turned on the TV. So here we have the name Meera. She's the person who is responsible for finishing the assignment, and once the assignment has been finished or completed, she is the one who has switched on or turned on the TV. So here you can see that this sentence now makes complete sense and has full details that okay, when was the TV turned on and who was responsible for finishing the assignment, and in this way we can correct the incomplete or the dangling modifier. So now the doer is a part of the main clause, that the main clause was, or the principal clause was having finished the assignment. So that was the independent clause upon which turning on of the TV was dependent. And now we have added the how the TV was turned on. We have added Meera turned on the TV, that is the subject we have added here, and after adding of the subject this sentence is now being completed. Similarly we can have another example, as you can see here, having arrived late for practice, a written excuse was needed. So written excuse might be a written apology or a written letter that why the person was being late. So we get to know two things, that okay, there was late arrival, that is the person could not be on time, and written apology had to be given, but or was required from the person. But who was the person who came late or who was the person who wrote the assignment is not clear. So a modifier here is being used, having arrived late for practice. This is the modifier that we are using to add details or additional information to the sentence. But after even adding the modifier, the sentence somewhere lacks in the complete meaning, because we still have questions like who came late and who did the wrote the apology, etc. So here similarly we can see how the incorrect usage is being done, that is the doer again in this sentence is not given, that is the person who is doing the action or the doer or the subject is again missing, is not given in the sentence. And how this can be corrected, as you see, that having arrived late for practice, the team captain needed a written excuse. So the person here you can see in the sentence that having arrived late for practice, okay, this is the modifier, the team captain. So who is the subject here, who was coming late and who had to give the apology? So the team captain. We have answers to all these questions here after the subject or the doer has been added, who is the team captain, and he needed to give a written apology. So the main clause or the main or the name of the person, that is the captain who did the action in the modifying phrase, that is he arrived late and he was responsible, is being clearly mentioned now. And so the main clause has the subject, and so now it has complete meaning, and now the dangling modifier has been corrected. So I hope the dangling modifiers is clear to you with this example. That's all about modifiers. Thank you.